A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
This defense for the Saints, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Hey, you look at the Saints defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Brian Brzee fought in and got him down. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Olave holds it in.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Olave motioning to the left.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 70 Rangers, 70, 19 Lions.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Cut 19, cut 19. Nothing 19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Finding room at midfield.
And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
Here we go, cut. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now back to throw.
Completes it to Perry.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Looking sideline, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
A.T. Perry.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Vikings hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down in a nice little gain.
3rd and 2.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the number 1 passing team in the NFL against the number 1 defense against the pass. A lot of times, the battle's in the trenches. We know that. We see it all the time. But this game's going to be won on the outside.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That gain on third down, good for 28 from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hurt. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
His 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Saints are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Another run here with Dobbins.
7 yards there and a first down. On play action, they'll throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 11. Over the middle, complete. It's Perry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. He'll look to throw.
Into the hands of Perry, complete.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Trap 50, trap 50. 65 trap. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Come 19, come 19. Mustang 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here we go.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 17.
He'll drop to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll audible to something else.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, the Buckeye game march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
18, Rattler, 18.
They'll set up to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Get it. 18, 5 in.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here and just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let the...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
A.T. Perry
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll look to throw again. This is caught by Addison. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. Off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Touchdown, New Orleans. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Saints 37, Vikings 3.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They're going to try and throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On the 6. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 Lions. Cup 19, Cup 19. Mustang 19. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Saints continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Vikings 3.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
3rd down and 13. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Alexander Madison, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to at least get one score back.
A try here for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara.
And he's got it inside the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards.
Ready? Stop low, 18.
They'll set up a throw.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw again. Touchdown!
Alvin Kamara from 4 yards out. And the Saints get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL,
and now off to the races down the right side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and 13. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Back to throw here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, 48 yards.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that, because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw here. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are. And let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
19 tight. Cowboy 80.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Here we go.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
65 catch, 65.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is indeed good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 20.
2nd and 1.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Okay, ready?
Now 2nd and 9.
They're going to look to throw.
Completes it to Perry.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon.
Ready up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Okay, break.
And now an audible here into something else.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Nifty move. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd and 3.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Bronco 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Taken in at the 11. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this is caught at the 20. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he's forced out left. And he's got this to Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team